Right, guys, this is like our fifth time recording the intro, so this is the one. Welcome to What's on the Cards podcast. I'm Ellis.
I'm Youngie.
Right, that took about 5 times to record, right?
Just that. Just saying the names.
Yeah. Right, just saying the names and getting it right. So this might be the only episode that ever comes out. Right, so what we're going to do, we're just going to introduce ourselves and a bit about us. I've gone down on my chair, so I look like a dwarf. There we go, move it back up. So I'm Ellis, I'm from Yorkshire, I support Leeds. This kit that I've got on, I'll get it without looking like a fat cunt. Oh! This is the 1993 kit. So, plenty of decent players wore this. Tony Yeboah being the main one. Scored a banger against Wimbledon and a banger. Oh, I've lost my little earbuds. Oh no. But I can still tell you about Yeboah. Scored a banger against Wimbledon, banger against Liverpool. Absolute baller. Oh, where's my little headphone gone?
Ellis is having technical difficulties.
I am already. This is not going well. It's just flown at me here. Right, no, do you know what?
Don't need it.
The show must go on. Yeah, it's just going to chill there. And then, go on then, Youngie. We all know what team you support, right? But shove it down our throats.
I'm Youngie. I support the massive West Ham European champions, you know how it is. I've currently got on the 1994 strip, with it, which is famous for the old Bobby Moore.
The old Bobby Moore.
Who's
he?
What do you mean, who's he?
Who's Bobby Moore?
He won the World Cup. Yeah, so I'm Youngie, I support West Ham. I'm an arrogant West Ham fan. I'm very arrogant. Really, if you're in the group chat, you'll know.
Well, after it went over Chelsea, there's reasons to be arrogant. How can you spend £1 billion and perform like that to a 10-man
10-man West Ham? Paqueta took Casado for a walk in the park at the end of the game.
Yeah, he definitely had a bet on to say that he'd score a penalty though, didn't he?
Well, I did say, what do you reckon the odds were for a 90 Paqueta to score a penalty? I imagine it was pretty low until all his family betted on it, but yeah.
Yeah.
There's no proof to prove it, so...
No, there's not, because it's probably some Brazilian site or something.
Listen, if you can't prove it,
it never happens.
Exactly.
So we both got shit kits on from small teams.
European champions, I think.
Yeah, you're not defending it, are you? But
don't know.
No. So this is just a space for us to chat shit. Hopefully you enjoy listening. It has been a shit show for the first few minutes. Technical issues. We can't even introduce ourselves. How are we going to carry on? I'm thinking about switching my headphones real quick. And you know what? Because you'll all have to get over it. So I'm going to do that.
To be fair, the podcast is just all football related, really. It's mainly card orientated, but obviously we're going to be getting a lot more breakers on and hopefully suppliers, stuff like that. We're going to be getting some people on to do the pods with us. Yeah, just more breakers to get on with us and discuss everything cards, but also football as well. Like we're gonna do so after every weekend or whatever weekend's just been, we'll talk about the games that was just played. We'll talk about our teams and other teams, anything that's controversial or anything.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at. Look at me headphones, man. Nah, it's me.
Oh dear.
The bomb. I don't know. I can't. How's it gone so wrong?
But yeah, Merlin just came out.
It did.
Merlin just came out in game with the blasters and the hobby boxes online.
Yeah, buy him now, or you're going to be getting them off a reseller for £75 with about £25 postage.
Yep.
So.
Or get scammed on TikTok.
Yeah, but £8 a pack. I could not believe it when I saw that.
£8 a pack.
£8 a pack for what? So you pay more than £1 a pack, and they're not even guaranteed to have an insert in either. So it's like somebody might have bought 4 base cards for £8, and that
£8.
to me that's wild.
Even if you've got Garnacho in it, it wouldn't make your money back.
No, to be fair, that's the problem with these sets.
Well,
is you could...
last year the Merlin Blasters went off. The purple boxes last year, the Merlin absolutely went off. I remember release day, there was people live streaming opening the blasters in their cars. People were like pulling like out of 10 Messis in their cars, and I pulled an out of 25 Gavi. A few months after it released, not even a few months. It must have been a week or two after it released. I pulled an out of 25 Mojo Gavi, sold for £400. And this year,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
yeah. And now this year, I bought 3 boxes, and the best card I got was a Phil Foden out of 199.
Well, I've got the stack here in my inserts. I got a Jamal Musiala to 299. I got the Merlin Masters Kevin De Bruyne. Some Don from Bruges. Kobe Maino rookie card, which apparently is not bad. These under 21 cards look terrible in my opinion.
Yeah, they went from like under 23s to like every year to like now like under 21s. I don't understand it, but
yeah, like an Aqua, like Noosa, Aegis Alchemy, Lionel Messi.
I like the Aegis Alchemies look a lot better than they did last year, in my opinion. I think this year they look better.
They do look better this year.
But just overall, from what I've seen of everyone opening their blasters, they just look disappointing as fuck, I'll be honest.
I think everyone in your group chat, I think somebody bought one and then everyone jumped on bandwagon like, yeah, right, I'm going to buy one.
And everyone just got done over.
Yeah, so...
The thing is, I love Merlin as a product. Merlin as a product is brilliant. It's a lovely set. And it's just a shame that last year that the blaster boxes were... I get it, the blaster boxes were juiced to fuck. So this year they must have thought like all of our hits probably went in blasters. Because even if you look now on like Whatnot or even on Instagram, people are paying more for blasters than they are for hobby boxes, because last year the hobby boxes were nowhere near the level the blasters were on. Because the blasters were just popping out ridiculous cards from the beginning until the end. It was ridiculous.
Well, people will realise like soon enough, like it'll level out. I think Herbie was saying, weren't he, that people were paying, he weren't making his money back on the hobby boxes because people were spending more on the blasters. But
yeah, that's what I mean. I literally put that down to last year, the blasters being so overly powered, it was a joke. It's just it like last year compared to now. From what I've seen anyway, they came out a week ago, coming up a week ago. From what I've seen, they just don't.
Yeah, it's a week tomorrow, and it came out on a Wednesday. So
yeah, the only thing I've seen that's come out of Merlin so far is the one of one Garnacho so far. That's what I've seen. Last year, one of ones were popping up everywhere. It's just crazy to think it just took that slow but steady decline.
Well, we know where all the 101s will be. Somebody's got those boxes already. They just need to be broken.
Yeah,
but we know where they're coming from. Not to name names, but they're in your boxes, and we know it.
we know where they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's only other sets that are coming out, and it really are the women's Chrome set, I think.
Yeah,
they're gonna. The price of them are gonna rock it because people have decided they want to take an interest in women's football now.
There's nothing for like another 3 years. There's the Euros in 3 years. Yeah, I don't know how the media is going to keep people interested for 3 years in women's football. Because I know before a Leeds game, when I've been sat in pub, they've streamed women's football before it, and I've just gone and sat in smokers because I'd rather watch and listen to Tim the Pisshead telling me all these stories about the war than watch that. Because it's dreadful.
And then
the cat. Can't make a 20-yard pass. The goalkeepers. I don't know. It's
It's like watching paint dry. Watching women's
but
football is like watching paint dry, but we'll get onto that a bit later. We'll talk about that a bit
yeah.
later. But then
Well,
we
not
got Bundesliga, the new set came out. Not a massive fan. Although I'm not too.
no. I got a number. I entered one on whatnot just because I were interested. They had the double and triple autos down there in them. So
It's a
yeah,
Chrome in it, so yeah.
yeah. I got a numbered that. So
All's well that ends well.
for, yeah, but
Right, yeah.
it's
But
not even.
anyway, like we said, the pod isn't just going to be all about cards. Obviously, that's the main
No,
thing the pod's about. But we're obviously all us and whoever we bring on are also massive football fans. It's just how it
yeah.
is.
If I were to sit here and talk about cards for an hour, you won't see me again. Like I just couldn't do it. So we have to mix other bits in because I don't. As much as you all like collecting cardboard with men in shorts, I don't think you could listen to us talk about it for an hour.
No.
So
When we get more people on, like other breakers and stuff, like we'll have a lot more to talk about. But right now, all there is, really is to talk about is the new sets that have come out, which we've spoken about.
no, there's a few people in messages that are interested in having a talk. Some are West Ham fans, no Leeds fans.
They don't
Can't
exist, mate.
find I can't find any. Because now that we're not in the Premier League, that's it. All the little set collectors, because there's no, well, they're not in product this year coming. So
Mm.
nobody's collecting leads, so they slowly dwindle on Instagram. But yeah,
Yeah, but what we are going to do is we're going to do mine and Ellis's Premier League table for this year. So I believe this year is fifth spot not getting Champions League with the new format.
not mate. Honestly, not a clue. I've turned off from the Premier League, not being in it yet. I don't care. I'm one of them people that I didn't watch it before. Because I just watch my team every week. It's I have I've got a guilty pleasure for like say checking up on Arsenal
Ugh,
because I do like to see Notts Forest lose and Sheffield United lose. To be fair,
biggest team in
'cause
London, mate.
yeah, well yeah, but
But so we're gonna switch over to here. As you see, we've got a nice little a Prem predictor here, and I believe we're gonna go from top spot champions down to our relegation battle. And it's a tough one. The champions is a tough one to predict this year.
I'm going to say Arsenal.
Really?
Yeah, because just fuck City, they're doing me nothing. Something's got to change to make the Prem more interesting. It's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
you can have your new teams fighting for like your Champions League spots, like your Aston Villa, your Brightons, and all that. But yeah, it's I want to see a new dominating
Obviously,
force.
a massive blow as well to City is that they don't have KDB this season.
Yeah,
He's
because he's injured,
he's out for
and
the
then
season. He's out for a year.
there's no Gundogan either.
No, they've
So
lost Gundogan. They've lost literally their powerhouse in the midfield.
yeah, when they needed the goals, he just decided to pop up every game.
Yeah,
I think he scored two against us last season, and
why
it
not?
were.
Um,
I'd put Arsenal as champions, me. I'd,
I think yeah, but I seem to always have it in the back of my mind that Man City are going to do it somehow.
I just don't think we can. I don't think.
I could agree with Arsenal. I think Arsenal will win it this year if
Mm,
if they can get back to that form they had, because obviously at the end of the season they just slowly started to drop off.
yeah, I, as, I think, they've got, they've had a year to gel. They've got, I was going to say Tommy Asu's back, but he's not for the next game now because
Oh
he's
yeah, he
got
got
his head
a
sent.
red card. Yeah.
Yeah, got his head sent off. But they're more solid at the back now. It's a shame. Yeah,
But they got Deck in the midfield now. And
they've got
as
that.
much as it pains me to say it, hopefully he will do well for them because
Yeah,
he's a world class CDM. And I even saw with last night's game, he was making a lot more advances forward, and he got the ball to Nketiah, and Nketiah fucked it up. But he looks like he's playing a different brand of football. He did say that when he was asked about it. He said that he feels like he's learned a new way of football, which pissed me off. But I mean, he is playing a different round of football because he's now getting more than 30% possession a game, where West Ham last season we got about 25% possession all game. So, good luck to him anyway.
It's his time to shine, isn't it? Really.
Well,
so
we're just like the preschool for like all these footballers who then go into the big clubs and shine.
Like Sonny Perkins started at you guys, straight to Leeds. Big club now.
Yeah. Right, so moving on to second, third, and fourth. So I think you got to put Man City there at second.
Man City, Newcastle.
I think it's a no-brainer. I think Newcastle definitely finish.
I can't believe how they trounced Aston Villa. Absolutely trampled all over him, especially when Aston Villa made all them big signings as well.
And they're peaking right now. Last season they came what was it, 7th? They got Conference League, which they're probably going to go on to win this year because West Ham can do it. They can do it.
Yeah. And to be fair, they have got a well-better team than West Ham. That's just facts. They have.
Oh yeah.
They've been building. They've been cooking.
We're building it at the minute. We're slow. We're doing it slowly, but we've.
What? You've not made a signing this season? That's
mean?
very. Or have you now?
Yeah, we've signed Edson Alvarez.
No,
James Ward-Prowse. We got 2 assists yesterday on his debut.
Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. I do you know what? I was bragging to Youngie about my ball knowledge, and I totally forgot about them.
And then I think that's it so far. We've got that Mavropanos, who used to play for Arsenal. I think he's being announced today, maybe or tomorrow.
I don't know who that is.
He's a Greek defender. He played for Stuttgart, I think. Maybe.
Maverick. Oh yeah. No, I do know you mean.
Yeah, and then anyway. So we put Newcastle third. I feel like that if they perform well, I reckon they can nick second.
Yeah.
I reckon they can challenge this season. I'll be honest.
Well, yeah. No, see, when I said Arsenal, I forgot about Newcastle. And they can only go and spend more in winter if they need to. They're just in that position to do it.
I just feel it's a tough decision for me between City and Newcastle. I know it. If you said that 2 seasons ago, I would have slapped you around the face. But it's crazy to think this now that this could actually happen.
Stick and third. Yeah.
Fourth. That's a tough spot.
Fourth, I'd put Liverpool. Just because it's not going to be Chelsea, it's not going to be Tottenham, it's not going to be Manchester United with that performance to the point of the day. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I feel like Liverpool's a tough one as well, but they did. Who did they play Sunday? Who did they play Sunday?
They played Bournemouth.
It was a 3-1 win, wasn't it? Bournemouth. No. Yeah, it was Bournemouth. They went 1-0 down. Against Bournemouth. And then, it was Bournemouth. Went 1-0 down. There was a disallowed goal before that as well, and then they came back and absolutely smashed them. They've lost out on every signing this season due to Chelsea and Ted Bowley just being an absolute knobhead.
Yeah, just because he just chucks as much money as possible. And they've
Yeah,
signed that Endo though, which is more experienced.
it's one of them
It costs,
signings where it's like, oh, he ain't proven in the Prem, and I reckon he probably rip it up.
but yeah, Japanese players are always good.
Yeah,
Like I've never seen a shit Japanese player.
yeah. And then there's like they've got Szoboszlai as well. He was really good. He played really well on Sunday. When I watched the match of the day, he had a great game.
Yeah,
He had a
10 or
great game.
21 that can spell his name. But
Yeah.
yeah, Sabozla, yeah, it was good. It was good for. It was good for thingy though. It was good for Leipzig.
It's not hard in that
But,
league though.
well, no.
Yeah, I think Liverpool's a good shout at fourth. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. But fifth, I feel like this is it's a tough one because I was thinking Brighton
I'd say sixth. I'd put them sixth.
because I don't know how because I feel like it's going to be the same story as West Ham because when we was in Europa League for the first time,
You dropped out table.
we done really well in Europa League. We played really well. We beat some like big teams, and then in the league we just progressively. Well, it wasn't even the Europa League season because the Europa League season we still finished seventh. But this season just gone after 2 seasons of European football, but our squad it was nowhere near.
No, because they're
ready for
knackered.
it.
They play too many games.
So yeah, fifth. Who are we going for at fifth?
I'd say yeah, because now I'd not put Scum there.
I feel like
How did Brentford do it weekend? Did Brentford win again? No.
no, yeah, they won 3-0 against Fulham.
Yeah.
I reckon at fifth. I reckon it's got to be United. I don't think they're going to drop out of the top 5.
No, but then again, I can see Tottenham getting Europa League football over them. But
it's a tough one because I feel like I see Brentford in Conference League next season.
yeah,
But I don't. Well, where Spurs haven't got to play Europe, they haven't got to worry about midweek no more. They've got a lot of time to rest, but they've also just lost Harry Kane, which is a massive blow.
but they've still been playing really well.
Yeah, because Andrew's done them wonders. Right, I'll say we take out United, we put in Spurs, and then we put in Brighton for 5th and 6th.
Yeah, Conference United.
Yeah, I feel United will get conference if they don't fall short to Brentford. But I don't know. It's early doors. It's early doors. It's weird putting Man United in 7th, to be honest. But we also didn't expect Chelsea to finish 11th last season, so
yeah.
Yeah.
So higher mid would be Chelsea, Aston Villa. Well,
I think it's Aston Villa over Chelsea. I don't think Chelsea finish above Villa.
It's weird to put. If you asked us 5 years ago and we were like, we're sticking Chelsea in higher mid, we'd laugh. But that's football now. A lot of teams have got a lot better.
It's a case of if they gel mid-season because they've got a lot of time this season to gel. So obviously they've bought loads of players and it's the start of the season, so they could gel very quickly. But from what we've seen, they drew with Liverpool, but Chelsea dominated the midfield. And then Sunday, they quite actually slapped about by the mighty Hammers. So
yeah, and that's embarrassing in itself. Down to 10 men as well.
It's very embarrassing. Very embarrassing. I feel like 8th, 9th is. I think that's fair.
Yeah, no, and then Brentford next, obviously. Then you're getting down to your bottom of your barrel shite here.
I don't know about Brentford. I don't think it's tough because I don't think they finished behind. Yeah, I feel right 10th, but then I'm not letting it go any lower before I put West Ham.
Yeah.
West Ham are not fit. I don't think we finished bottom half of the table this season.
No,
But
you get lower mid. Oh wait, no, you can have them in this, can't you? Nine,
yeah, so we've got 8th, 9th, 10th, and then we've still
10th.
got 11th and 12th to do. I feel like West Ham finish above Brentford, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because Ivan Toney's not back till Christmas, is he?
I know I just
I
said
know.
about Brentford being like challenging for like European football, but it's a bit of a tough one. I don't see us finishing in the bottom half of the table this season.
No.
I don't see us finishing in the bottom half of the table this season at all.
Yeah, you're gonna sound stupid, but to be fair, no, because there's Wolves. Put Wolves in next.
Wolves in next.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't agree with that.
Do you not?
No, I think they go down, mate.
Oh,
I think Wolves go down. Seriously, think Wolves.
Oh, they've got no Ruben Neves. They've not got Jimenez now.
They've not got
Yeah, not.
Traore either.
Oh yeah, because he's gone Fulham as well. Palace. Palace would be a safe bet.
Yeah, so we've got Aston Villa 8th, 9th Chelsea, 10th West Ham, 11th Brentford, 12th Crystal Palace, which is believable.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to have to cut it there quickly because I've got to quickly go to the door. Right, we're back. We're back.
Right, everybody. Right, my hair's fucked. I'm sweaty as fuck. Basically, right. I'm using these headphones to start with. As you can notice, there's fuck all on end of them. That's because the fucker got stuck in my ear. I've had to go to Home Bargains. I've had to ask neighbour and then I've had to get it out myself. What a fucking palaver. So, we got up to Crystal Palace.
So, yeah, half hour later, we're back. We're back. Right.
We're back.
While we had our little break, I was contemplating this decision here, 11th and 12th. I feel Palace are above Brentford.
Yeah, because they've not got Tony.
Well, and they've kept Michael Elise again. He just signed another 4-year deal.
Yeah.
So I think that's right. So 11th and 12th, I think we're sitting correctly there.
Yeah.
Now we've got to move on to 13th to 17th place.
I even bought fucking baby scissors to try and get it out. Anyway, moving on. What? 13th to 17th.
13th to 17th, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Right. Well, I'd go Bournemouth, Burnley, Everton.
I feel it's Burnley. I think with Vince and company, they're gonna ball out this season. I think they're gonna stay up. I think we go Burnley. Actually, maybe Fulham then Burnley.
Yeah, because Fulham, they've had a shit start, but
Fulham, Burnley, 13, 14. And then I don't think Bournemouth, I think they just about survive relegation. Again, I think they're going to be fighting again. Yeah. And then Forest. So 13th, 14th, 15th, Forest.
See, I'd put Bournemouth above Forest.
Really?
Yeah, because Bournemouth actually play decent football.
All right, we'll go with that then. 15th Bournemouth and 16th Forest. So who's going to take that last spot just above relegation?
Wolves.
You think Wolves? You think Everton go down?
Yeah. Everton, Luton, Chef. Yeah.
I can get behind it. I can get behind it. 17th Wolves with the depth they've got this year. I just don't think they're gonna. I think they're gonna be scrapping relegation the whole season, if not go down. It's between them and Everton, I think, to go down this season.
Everton play pub football. Luton Town, I just don't think they can handle the occasion.
Nah.
Sheffield United just play shit.
So who do you think's 18th? Everton. Everton, Sheffield United, and Luton. It's got to be like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty well rounded that table.
I think the only thing that I'd change maybe is swap Tottenham and United around.
Yeah, I was
That,
thinking that.
that's the only thing that I would change.
Right, let's do it. Let's do it because I was thinking that as well.
Yeah,
So right, so we've got it. We've got champions as Arsenal. We have second place going to City, third place going to Newcastle,
yeah.
fourth place going to Liverpool.
Right, you read that off, yeah. You carry on. I'm just going to strip off and not say anything.
Okay,
You keep on going.
we've got Manchester United at fifth, which is probably a very fifth. Brighton at sixth. I think they're going to have a great season this season with the boost of European football, just like how we done it as West Ham. We ended up getting the Europa League spot, and then we finished quite high in the table and got European football again. So I feel that Brighton might do the same, but I think they might just go one up and go back to the Europa League, whereas we went down to conference. I think Spurs take Conference League at seventh. I don't think they're going to do as well as everyone thinks they're going to do, just because they haven't got midweek football this year. Just because you haven't got midweek football, don't mean you're not still shit. Aston Villa, they I think the Conference League's going to take it like how it did to us. I think it's going to take it out of them, but I think they'll win it. I think they'll win the Conference League, but I don't think they're going to finish high in the table. So they finish at eighth, so it's not too low, not too high. Chelsea, we all know that last season they finished 11th. I think we're giving them 9th, no 10th. We're giving them 10th. No, we're not. We're giving them 9th. We put them in 9th because you can't spend £1 billion and still be getting your asses handed to you. So yeah, we've got West Ham at 10th. That might be a bit arrogancy from me, but I don't see us finishing below bottom half of the table this season at all. I think once we get these last few signings over the line, I think we're pretty solid. And 11th, we've got Palace. Nothing bad to really say about Palace. Don't really mind them.
Eze, Olise, Decore.
Got some ballers on the side.
Yeah.
They've got some fantastic footballers. Brentford. At first, I did think they'd be a bit higher, but then obviously Ellis brought to my attention, which I forgot. Ivan Toney is out till Christmas, and I think after Christmas it will be that little bit too late for them to even think about coming up any higher. So we've got them at 12th.
Brentford's a lot of people's bogey team as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, 13th, we're going to the lower mid now. 13th, we've got Fulham, just because Fulham.
They've made some good signings, but there's not a lot happening on that pitch. No. They don't play brilliant football.
When your stadium's inside a cottage as well, mate. Like what's that about? Anyway, Burnley. I think they're gonna we put them 14th. I feel like that's quite high for Burnley. But did they not go unbeaten in the Championship last year?
I'm not sure off the top of my head.
I don't think it was unbeaten, but I'm not sure. But they absolutely balled out last season, and I think
they got the Centurion, didn't they? They got over 100 points, I think.
Yeah, I feel with Vincent Kompany, they take that 14th spot. I think that is 14th spot. I think that's fair enough for them.
They're supposed to play Luton, weren't they? But it was postponed because Luton Town needed pitch improvements. They needed.
Burnley got 101 points, 3 losses. Yeah, Luton Town's pitch ain't ready, so every home game's postponed at the minute, I believe, until it's sorted. But Bournemouth at 15th, which is again high for Bournemouth. Where did they finish last season? Was it like 17th?
No, they finished like 14th. They escaped the relegation really easily. Then they just hopped on up. Then.
Yeah, so fair enough. But they finished 15th, one behind the mighty West Ham.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 15th again. We're going to go with the same. And then we've got Nottingham Forest in the exact same position as well. 16th. They finished 16th last year. Yeah,
They just seem to coast. They just seem to coast along them.
yeah. So 16th for Notts Forest. Wolves, which is between them and Everton, is a bit of a tough one because one of them's going down, and if Wolves, the display they put in against Man United wasn't too shabby, so it is a bit
It
of a
was
tough one.
it was good. Yeah. See, we might come back in like a month or two and look at this and think, wow, Wolves are sat 10th and they're actually just doing okay.
Yeah, or we'll come back at the end of the season and see how many we actually got right.
Yeah.
And I bet there'll be like 2 we got right.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving down to our relegation battle is Everton, Sheffield United, and Luton. I think it's quite obvious. Everton have been battling relegation for the past 2 seasons. It's bound to happen at some point.
Yeah. Can't believe that Willie Gnonto wanted to go there. Absolute cunt. It's like, you know what? I won't play Championship this year, but maybe next year with Everton, with worse squads, might be on the cards. Jack Harrison's gone there as well on loan, and it's like you need more than a Jack Harrison to save you.
Yeah, yeah. They're in big trouble. Like I see a lot of people say like they don't want to see them go down because they're such a historic club. But when
And they've just built that. Well, they're building that new stadium. So imagine building that and then dropping down. It'd be embarrassing.
yeah, Sheffield United, obvious they yo-yo more than fucking a normal yo-yo.
Yeah,
They haven't been up for a few years.
They knew Hull City then.
Yeah.
Go down, up, down, up, down.
Luton
Yeah,
Town, I think it's pretty obvious as well. As big as their breakthrough was last season of coming from like what was it, like 6th division or something, 5th division,
yeah.
coming all the way 50. Coming all the way up to the Prem. Got to rate it, but I don't see them staying up. It's a different ball game.
They've not improved enough. The squad's enough.
Tim Krul ain't gonna save them, mate. He couldn't say he couldn't barely save a goal, let alone save them from going down. But yeah, that's our predictions for the season.
That has took us an hour and a half.
It's taken us ages because Ellis got something stuck in his fucking ear.
Yeah, because I'm a silly cunt. But right. Yeah, no. Now so both ears work.
That's it. That's our prediction for this year. We'll keep hold of it, and we'll come back to it at some point in the future.
You may see all of it. You may see little bits cut out. It totally depends how much we fucking waffled on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But moving on next.
If you're still listening, big respect.
Honestly. Right. Moving on, we're going to do our individual decisions on biggest flop. Do you want to go first?
Biggest flop? Ooh.
Of the Prem season this year. What player is going to flop the hardest?
What player is going to flop the hardest this year? I'd have to say Caicedo.
Yeah. I'm thinking along the same lines, but
you can't be the most expensive playing for that midfielder. Playing at Chelsea, and what we predicted him to come 10th, 9th, 10th.
We predicted him to come 9th, yeah.
Yeah, it's not happening. Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree with the Caicedo. He's got a lot to prove. He had a great season. But he's got a lot to prove at a big club like Chelsea.
It could be any Chelsea, to be fair. I think you could. I'd say Nicholas Jackson, but I think he'll come good in. He won't be bad.
Yeah.
You could have I don't know. Trying to think of more like new signings for clubs.
To be fair, my one isn't even a new signing. My one's Darwin Núñez.
I see. He had a good pre-season.
Yeah, he gets the. So when I say biggest flop, the amount of hype this man gets, the amount of hype that he gets from Liverpool fans and stuff like that.
Darwin Núñez.
honestly, he just ain't that good. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, he's going to rival Haaland this season. This is what I'm saying. I'm seeing people saying that he's going to rival Haaland this season. It's not going to happen.
Mate, you could build a fucking robot, right, whose one mission in life is to score goals, and Haaland would still beat it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And it's Darwin Núñez. I think that he's been overhyped for the past coming 2 years, and I just don't think he's great about him. Don't think he does. Right, but now we're going to move on to standout star of the season. Standout star.
See, I'm looking at Brighton, and I'd go with. Let me have a look because I want to make sure I get his name right. Is the Brazilian that used to play for Watford that plays at Brighton now?
João Pedro.
Yeah, João Pedro. I think he's.
He got minutes dropped, didn't he?
He got what?
He's been like they've already dropped his minutes at Brighton, I believe. He got bought on the weekend, I think. He got bought. Yeah, he did. He got bought on and got a yellow card as soon as he came on.
Just now. Oh, Sully March.
Really?
As well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Sully March this year for Brighton. I think he's already got 4 goals this season.
Yeah. See, my one, it's a hard one because I don't want to say it, but I do want to say it.
Isn't it.
Huh?
It's a West Ham player, isn't it?
No, it's not a West Ham player. No. See, the first thing that pops to my mind, even though he is technically a club legend now, is Declan Rice. I don't want him to flop, but I just don't like. I feel like he's going to have an unreal season at Arsenal. I genuinely think he's gonna. He's already warranted like a few performances to show his worth, and I think he is genuinely going to shine this season at Arsenal. He's going to bring like people were saying that Partey was better than him, and now you're seeing all these Arsenal fans backtracking and saying that he's better than Partey because now they're actually witnessing what he can do when he's got a decent team around him.
Do you know what? I think we need to go back to the biggest flop because we are forgetting one man. We're forgetting Gareth Southgate's fucking love child, and that's Mason Mount. We've not mentioned Mason Mount. Oh shit!
Mason Mount, that is a big shout.
Mason Mount, biggest flop coming this season.
Is that what you're changing your biggest flop to?
Yeah,
I'm leaving mine at Darwin Núñez. I'm definitely leaving mine at Darwin Núñez, but Mason Mount is a good shout. He is a great shout. But I think my standout star this season is going to be Dec. I just reckon he's
Solly March for me.
Solly March and Declan Rice. I feel like he's gonna have a great season.
He scored 3 goals in 2 games. He's got European football to look forward to that he's never had.
Yeah, Dec's just he's an unreal player. He's now around a team that he's going to get more than 25-30% possession a game, like he said in that interview, which did anger me. He said that he's learning a new brand of football, which he is, because he's playing like an offensive style of football instead of what we do, and we just sit back and hope for the best.
End of the day, when you play with better players, you play better football. He's got more experience around him. But Arteta's a great manager.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And he's just better than David Moyes. It's simple. But yeah, so that was our biggest flop.
I want to throw another one in there as well. Is Alexander Isak for Newcastle?
Yeah.
He had last season. He got a few goals. He had the injuries though. I think if he stays fit all season, Champions League football and in league, He'll smash it.
Hopefully, because I've got him in my FPL.
Yeah,
Got him in the FPL.
He's a good striker.
He's fantastic. He's just amazing on the ball. It's just that's what I mean. Newcastle are going to bang this season. They really are.
I was going to say they've not spent too much, but they spunked all that on Lewis Hall, didn't they? I don't know why they did that.
And Tonali, assigned Tonali.
I know, but Tonali's unreal. Did you see that first game that he had?
The way that he fought to get in the end of that ball was crazy. He's in the FPL as well.
Tonali, it was like his foot were a fucking magnet, mate. Like, yeah, it was daft. To say that he didn't want to be there. No, I don't really want to be at Newcastle. And then he scores on his...
Did you not see what the Newcastle admin put out on the socials?
Yeah,
did you see it?
Yeah.
Bro, don't even want to be here.
Yeah.
Right, but anyway, so our next topic is, don't know why, but the Women's World Cup final.
Shit.
Yeah, it's just pure shit.
All them fucking men that went hungry because the wives went and watched it. They didn't even win the fucker. Unbelievable. Right, sexism aside, because I'm only joking, yeah. Do you know what pisses me off? They're pulling all these stats like, oh, it's first final since men and all that. But then and they're just really trying like pull it away from the men's game. Do you get what I mean?
Well, the women that they play against, like Australia women, Spanish women, etc., they've all got part-time jobs in a calf. Like they're like the caliber of player that the men play against. Like we're watching England men play against Mbappe, Neymar, Messi, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
So, like the France team alone is just some of the best players to play the game, and and we're comparing these women to the men. It don't make sense because I don't get how you can say like, oh, but the women won the Euros. It's like, yeah, the women won the Euros, but they played complete and utter nobodies that like no one knows. And like when they're back home, they don't play football full time. They're fucking TikTok influencers and Instagram fucking models and shit.
Stay-at-home wives.
You know what I mean? But I'm not going to get too into it because...
No, but I think as well is if you turn around to somebody and say, I don't like women's football, right? They get arse on, they get very defensive, yeah? But if they turn around and say, I don't like men's football, we just go, all right.
So that's down to you, isn't it?
Yeah, nobody's asked you to, but, oh, you don't like women's football. Oh, are you sexist, this and other? It's like, fuck off. Honestly, right, I've seen more talent down at Park. Like, there's some of them. I watched England and China, and it were like, how have you only scored that many?
So watching paint dry.
It's like in Doncaster, England played Latvia. I went to that game. They beat them like 24-0, and it's like that's not competitive football. It's you're playing. They're not even Sunday League, and it's like you're there. You're just showboating, battering them 24-0. You've not had to do that. You could have like tried your range of passing in that, not fucking smashed 24 around them. And it's like celebrated every goal as well. You beat Latvia 24-0, and you have the fucking cheek to celebrate every goal.
Every goal. Yeah, that's embarrassing.
But yeah, no, women's football, not for me. Unless they did it naked. I'm joking. Half of them are fucking ugly. Oh, I'm joking. No.
Oh, you know?
What? Yeah. Don't want to see half. Don't want to see half of them naked, man.
Right, we're gonna move off that topic because it's boring. But we've got.
Boring.
So I put something on my Instagram story yesterday saying that we're gonna be doing the podcast today and ask some people to throw a few questions in. We've got about 6 questions. We've got 5 questions because one of them's a stupid comment.
Who by? Who by?
Don't know. Don't think anyone's ever
Ju-
heard of him. Big P Carter.
No. Oh, the one is a cunt.
No one
He,
knows him.
he argues with everybody. He tries to have fun and people shoot him down. He's a proper wanker, man. I hate him personally. Timestamp this as well because we'll make this into a little clip of people's questions just in case nobody's made it this far through. Because that's partly my fault for having accident and emergency in my gaff. But so just timestamp it and I'll crop this down for a clip.
Right. Okay. So I'll write it down. But the first question we've got is from your teams. Who's your favourite past and present players? Or we'll do one each. So your favourite past player and your favourite present player.
So I think the problem is, for as long as I've been alive, my favourite Leeds player is somebody that from the past that I wasn't alive to see. It's Yeboah, just because he scored them 2 bangers and that's some of the best times that they've had in top division is that team. That's just that were peak Leeds United, and they were Tony Yeboah banging in 2 volleys against Wimbledon and Liverpool. 2 great goals. If you've not seen them, mate, you're missing out. So past and now present favourite player.
Yep.
I don't fucking have one. I actually hate them all. I watch him every... do you know what? Dan James, because he works his fucking socks off. But that's about it. It's... Our club at minute has no identity. There's no Mr. Leeds United. It used to be Patrick Bamford because he was never injured and he would just sit... You could rely on him all the time. There's nobody in this squad that makes you think that they actually want to be at the club. And I think that's a big problem for us.
Yeah.
There's nobody that really says, "Oh, look, I'm here for." Apart from Dan James, Archie Gray, but they're all youngsters. I find it really hard to get behind youngsters because they don't get the game time.
Yeah.
So we've got no senior players. There's Luke Ayling. I'll always like Luke Ayling, as shit as he is. Do you know what? Dan James and Luke Ayling for me because they actually try. They play for the badge.
Yeah, that's all you can ask for. But, for West Ham, past player, Mark Noble. Just the geezer was West
obvious.
Ham. Huh?
That's obvious.
Yeah, the geezer was just West Ham. He lives and breathes West Ham. He's still at the club now. He's a sporting director. Like I said, he played for the badge. He didn't I think he said on a podcast he went on not too long ago that he got offers. I think he got an offer from Liverpool when he turned it down. Like in his younger years, because he wanted to stay at West Ham, and that's what can you do? That's a player that you look up to as a kid. Or as a kid, every time I go to a game, what I'd want to go do is see Winston Reid and Mark Noble.
Oh, Winston Reid, he was some player.
He was some player, mate, and it's that's what I mean. But favourite present player. So I can't name one. I've got it's Lucas Paqueta and Jared Bowen. They're the 2 players at the minute that I'm looking at.
Flynn Downs, not Flynn Downs.
He's gone to Southampton, mate.
Is he not on loan?
Yeah, he's on loan. Yeah, but he's he's one of my favourite players as well. But because he's gone on loan to Southampton, we'll leave it there for now because it's upset me. But yeah, we're gonna go probably Jared Bowen, just purely for the fact that he scored the winning goal to seal the championship for us. Right, the next question is, what was the first football card that was a must-have in your lifetime? And I was thinking about this earlier because I know what it was for me. And I know exactly what card it was, and it was when I was probably about 8 years old. And it was
wow.
It was it was a Cesc Fabregas 100 Club, mate.
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
Back in the day, I remember there was the picture of the Cesc Fabregas 100 Club in one of the magazines, and I cut it out and I stuck it over his normal match attack card, and I pretended that I had it, and I showed everyone it in the folder, but I told everyone they can't take it out of the folder, so it
Do you know
looked
what?
like the real one.
That's mad. I had a Gerrard 100 club because when I was younger, I liked Liverpool. I think you grow into your team, and I think when you're in primary school, everybody supports fucking three teams,
Oh yeah,
and like, well, we're at similar age. So when it for me, Man City didn't exist. You were Liverpool, you were Man United, some weird cunts were Chelsea, and
Arsenal.
then yeah, and it were, but there were an extra in it. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, mine was it was the Fabregas 100 club. I'll see if I can get it up. I'll see if I can get it up. But that was, I remember, because when I saw that question, I was thinking about it, and all I could think about was having that Cesc Fabregas 100 club when I was
Yeah,
younger, and
I I remember having the Steven Gerrard 100 club. I'm not sure what set it were from.
it was this one.
Yeah,
This one, you're not going to be able to see it on the thing, mate.
just put it over my face if you want.
No, we'll leave it like that. But yeah, it was this one here.
Mm.
It was this one here.
And you lied about having it. You cut it out, told people they couldn't take
There.
it out at the folder.
It was that one there. This one here. It was the dog's bollocks. That was the card that was my holy grail. But anyway, yeah. So that's that.
I remember the first match attack that I ever got,
Oh yeah,
and
man.
it were Fat Alex for Chelsea. Were first guarding pack, and I just yeah.
Fell in love, and now here we are today as fully grown men.
Still collecting football cards.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't say that now that I chase anything in particular. I think breaking for me now is I'm bored, I've just been paid, and I just sit on whatnot and just see what I fancy. It's
Yeah.
not like I go out my way to find a certain thing. Or it's not even like, oh, I might pull for profit or whatever. I just get bored and I just enjoy watching them, and I prefer it when I'm in them. I
Yeah.
think is my yeah.
All
And
right. Next one was childhood footballing hero
oh,
Thierry Henry.
I think it's Steven Gerrard or Wayne Rooney. It's the England boys because
Yeah.
I used to watch a lot more England than I did club football when I was like young, like primary school and that. Um,
Yeah.
mm,
Mine's it's got to be Thierry Henry. He would just be like the sort of player that I'd want to make sure I knew if he'd scored in the game. I'd like on the weekend when I'd watch match of the day, I'd have to know if Thierry Henry was
if
back, because
Henry,
he was just different gravy. The geezer's just probably one of the best players to ever fucking play the game.
I did quite like John Adorisa. Um, Daniel Agger, really weird players. Martin Skirtle when I was younger as well. It's like
Skirtle
why?
was a baller.
Uh, mm, um, even now, just like weird players like Deco when he were at Chelsea. I really interested in Deco for some reason. I was a weird kid. What was his name at Tottenham? Is it Rick Pavlichenko or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I liked him, but I did.
All right.
Arshavin.
Arshavin was a baller.
Yeah, good
But was he your
times.
hero?
No, it was Gerard. Gerard were always going to be the hero. Yeah.
Gerrard and Thierry Henry. So we've got two more left. The first one was just wondering through what's your best PC item that you both own?
I don't have one. I don't. I try and decide who I'm going to PC all the time.
Yeah.
And I sit there and I'm like, do I, don't I? Normally I don't, and then I just enter breaks like a dickhead. And then if I pull something nice to somebody, I'll say that I'll PC the rest of them. But I never do. So I don't.
I think
I
mine
will.
is just the Bowen rookies, really, because I collect Bowen rookies. One's gone missing, but just these little bad boys here. We've got the blue breakaway to 195 there, and we've got the purple to 99 there from the breakaways. But yeah, probably just them, my Bowen cards, really.
I think you're still sharing screen of Premier League lineup, mate.
What do you mean?
So when you were showing them cards, then no, you're sharing your screen, you're recording your screen on the web page, not you. There you go.
No, I'm not. It's been on this the
Oh,
whole time.
you're not.
You just can't see it.
That's it. I can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair dues.
Wait, let me write that down and we'll cut that out.
Oh, why? It won't matter.
Huh?
We're only human. Fuck 'em. I made a mistake, and you cunts have got to listen to it. Unlucky. Hey.
Right. So, what's your favourite PC item then?
I don't PC nothing.
All right. What's your favourite card that you own?
My favourite card that I ever owned was my 5 Mateus Click, and I sold it to is it DJ Hopper or whatever?
No, yeah.
Yeah, just because I think he had rest of him, and I didn't really want to leave him shorter the 5 because that'd be a bit cunty, and I didn't really have that much attachment to it. And now I'm not sure what my favourite card is. I just have lots of shit. It's all just sat there. I am like this new mailing set. I think I am. I need to have a look at who I want a PC and get us. But I just don't know.
Right.
Cards ain't my thing, right? With cards, I am very much here in the community. Yeah, I know fuck all, and everyone just takes my money because I'm a fucking idiot. That's my stance. That's.
Right. What last one we got is what got you into collecting cards?
Used to be a lad called that I used to watch the streamer where Opti, Sean Roche, and that's how I found Youngie. I entered one of Youngie's giveaways, sort of wheel spin things.
It was a raffle, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? Actually, going back to it, those 2 cards that I've got of the Hellas Verona guys, I forget his name now. Castelli or something like that. That was my first card I ever got, and I think that's my favourite one, just because it's my first one.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Sean Roach, he don't stream anymore, but he were up to. He were doing breaks. I think he were breaking. I think like cases of hobby box or something once a month, and then you just it were cheap as chips, and that's where I met Youngie, and then Youngie's robbed me ever since.
Yep. Mine was I watched a streamer. He was a Twitch streamer as well. Called Elbow Baggins, and he one day him and someone else they started a card breaking channel, and I bought West Ham not thinking anything of it, and then I hit another 25 Mikel Antonio, and when it arrived at my house I made an Instagram and posted it, and then it's all been an addiction from there, really. That's how it went. But yeah, that's how I got into collecting cards.
It's like I was just breaking with you for ages. I'd just buy all that shit teams, end up with loads of numbers. Numbered card, I'd just mop up in your breaks, and then that got me into it.
Yeah, that happened a lot.
It's like, oh, look at this cunt, he spent 40 quid again. Yeah, but
got an out of 25 Max Aarons.
mm, yeah.
I think that
So
brings that we ain't got no more questions.
we do. There was that one question that Big EP sent in, mate. That Big P cards that I think is quite. I don't even know my own fucking username. Look at that. See this. That I think is quite an important question that I really do want to get in here.
All right then. So we've got a question who Ellis sent in himself. Was who's got the biggest schlong in the Prem?
Right, and
I don't.
I'll
Ellis,
talk.
wait a minute. This topic is something that Ellis has absolutely begged to have been talking about.
Do you know what as well? Right, I was talking to. Let me have a look on Instagram because I hope he's listening as well. I was talking to London Card Collection for about half an hour on this subject, and we reeled off multiple players. So I'll read our conversation. I hope you don't mind. But so past players, London Card Collection. He went with Robert Hoof for Leicester. He went Mikel Antonio. He thinks Piqueta might have a big knob. I went with Nathan Ake or a Kanji. Yeah, and we were just talking about the length of Premier League players' knobs.
Got to be
But
Big Zuma, isn't it?
oh yeah, Kurt Zuma. Yeah.
Big Zuma. He's packing.
What about in Premier League history? I'd
Sol
I'd
Campbell,
put no Adebayor.
Adebayor, or Didier Drogba.
Foot no Adebayor's. I bet we're like that. Like
Oh dear.
from fucking elbow to my fist.
Right.
But
Yep. That's the end of that.
well, that's not getting him. That's yeah. But
Yeah.
so
what?
for the first episode of What's on the Cards, this has been an absolute disaster. So let's reel off what happened. Right, I didn't reply to any of Youngie's messages this morning because I was cleaning my gaff. He got pissed off because I was late. So that was number one. Number two, right? We started up. It were all going well. Then I got a bit of
An earbud.
earbuds stuck in my ear. That took me 45 minutes to get out. I had to borrow tweezers from my neighbours, and my ear's been ringing ever since. So I come and sat down and done the rest. We've waffled shitloads. If there's anybody listening to this point, I'll be chuffed. But we're not expecting much from the first one. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to raw dog it. I'll clip it up. We'll post some clips at best bits. So you'll have about 30 seconds to listen to, which will be sound. But yeah, I think we'll go do this fortnightly. Sit down every fortnight, chat some shit. Yeah. But
Up for it.
is there anything else you want to add?
No, we're just gonna like I said before, we'll be bringing loads of guests in. We're gonna be trying to get more and more people in. Just to talk about it, just to talk to really. We've had a few people agree to do it. So we'll be getting breakers on. We've got like a card supplier. We've got agreed. We've got some streamers agreed. Just when we get around to doing it, and we'll get it uploaded and get it done.
I think as well. Like I know it's going to be heavily card related, but I don't see why every episode has to be. We might just scrap it one day and not really talk about cards if that's what people think. Because if it's cards, like just fucking card. Oh, there's only so much you can talk about cardboard with men in shorts. Like there's no new sets have come out. Shit, what do we talk about? Oh, look at this card shiny. We'll have to think of something else. But it's
all about football as well. We're talking about like the games that have been played on the weekend just gone, or if Champions League's on, we'll talk about that stuff.
Yeah. Who's got biggest tits in women's football? Oh dear.
Yeah, I think that brings us to the end of the first episode, really.
Yeah. So if you made it this far, thank you very much. Plenty more to come. I don't know. Is there any? I don't think there's anybody we want to No, nobody's getting a fucking thanks for the first episode because we were cunts that did it, yeah, because nobody else came to join us. So it's on us. Right. No thanks to anybody else. Unless you shared it on your socials. Thank you to everyone that shared it on your socials and who subscribed. If you didn't, you're a knobhead. Because we asked nicely. Hey. Yeah, but you
Trying
know
to get
what?
this chopped up today and uploaded today, maybe.
Yeah, it will be uploaded today. And just a quick one as well. There is a UK car community on Discord. We'll link it as well. Young is part of that.
I'll put it in the description of
Yeah,
the YouTube video.
Yeah, we'll get that on there. They're a sound bunch of lads. They know how to have fun and all that shit. Loads of places for people to buy into breaks and do all that jazz.
Adventure around the UK scene.
Yeah, so you got Gary in there, you got Chris in there, Soundblocks. Yeah, loads of breakers in there. Just try and get boosting that. Hopefully they'll post this in there as well. That's a dope. Please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything that I did. Right. Yeah, let's end it. That's it. Done.
Yeah. Thank you for watching, peoples.
Yeah, thank you very much.
See you later.
Tatty buys. Oh!